Hello and welcome. Right, I'm back on Pallegney. It's been actually a few weeks. I did a lot of episodes of this right at the beginning, so actually, like mod-wise and that, there's been quite a lot of changes. Now that I don't think I bought... I do like the Altec. I've used it enough. We're going to have another, go with it on this one though, but... it's one of the modder behind it is absolutely a genius. Yeah, absolutely amazing bit of kit. The way that it's done is quite phenomenal. But that doesn't, like all things, mean that it's actually good. As in, like, no, I don't want that to sound like, oh, I'm saying it's bad. What I'm saying is, oh wow. Yeah, the other thing is I have also discovered that I am right. I've seen this on a second Let's Play. If this area is unlevel, it does all this weird where it throws things around and goes bad. So you really have got, which we have. We've pretty much leveled this now, which is not too terrible. So it should be okay. Yeah, I've changed all my icons nearly everywhere now to the new BI icon that I've had for quite a few weeks. We've also, I think I was at this is at the stage where I was obviously I'm trying to test all of my mods. It's like my biggest sort of thing. So we've this my flatbed is more than ready. We're on Mark 2. Yeah, we are. I had to throw Mark 1 out, not because I loved it. It was a unique shape, and I like that when you've it's not the same as everybody else. The trouble is everybody else does it the same for a very good reason, and it really is more about, let's order one, because this is the one we're probably going to use now. So let's grab one, because I am trying to road test everything, but it also not just to use my mods. It seems silly not to. I think it is the last man standing, actually. It should be this one. I think I've removed everything else. It's still got the ones coming down the bottom as well. It is just a normal square now, so it's a I've also done a medium flatbed. No, not medium flatbed, a medium liquid tanker. And I'm now on my large. Again, I'm not putting lights on any of them until I'm completely happy with... I think I did it subconsciously. So, but yeah. So this I'm quite pleased with. Let's just compare that to that trailer there, actually, the length, because I'm quite... It's to me, it's been... I'm quite pleased with this. It sort of works really well. And it sort of seems to be like the perfect... I mean, and I know you say that and because it's your mod, but it's not actually. It just seems to be... It's a little bit wider. You can fit... It looks about the same as this one, really. Yeah, it's not... Oh, I don't know. No, it's slightly... Yeah, it's sort of like... It's not so big that it's a pain in the backside, but it seems a little bit wider. When looking at that, yeah, it is. It is a tad wider. We're talking about 6 inches or something like that. No, a little bit more than that. It's actually about the same length. So that makes me feel happy, because that's a good trailer. Yeah, not bad. It's not level like when you do that, when you let go. Yeah, it's sort of like down a little, but obviously when it's like that, it's not too far out of level. But that's a good one. Yeah, so one thing I need to do is the posts a bit better. And how I'm going to do that, I think I need a second set of wheels, which is what I've done. But apart from the post, it was dragging on certain Let's Plays with certain sort of things, but when it's on a tractor like this, or even when it's on the floor, it's actually not that tricky to actually load to. So I believe we do actually need this to be used for this little lot here. We've got quite a lot of rope, I noticed. So we are immediately, because I haven't used the Altec that much, so let's get cracking. We've done this just... Yeah, I don't think there's any need for a time-lapse for this little bit of an amount, really. So, yeah, it's not that I don't like that other one either. It's just that I'm trying to get as much use out of mine, so as I know it's good, bad, or whatever. I do like this. This is my kind... Now, it's the one, the up one that I'm trying to do, which has got to be one of me. Yeah, I mean, I've bought a FlyDigi Vader 4 on the game. It sort of detects it, but no, it's a right. So we want... No, it's not on either. Left. But that's saying left bumper, then right. It's not doing it. And I am on the actual control for the thing itself. Yeah, rather than the... that's a bit bizarre. It's not doing... It's supposed to be able to put that backboard up. It's one thing I really like about this. It's a very, very well-programmed bit of kit. The modder knows some secrets. They do. It's really a very, very effective mod. Let's push it, I think, actually. Push them all. And then we'll do the same again. Yeah, with all of them, they've all sort of gone for a similar way, which is obvious when someone finds the right way of doing things. Obviously, everybody else follows suit, or everyone else does the same, or you become the de facto way that everybody does this certain thing because it's, yeah, it's the right way. And yeah, it's a very tidy way of doing it. But unfortunately, it's got into a bit of a gaggle of things. That's going to be a bit more of a like push it into place jobby like that, and just see how many you grab and then like do the same over again. Right, let's stick this. So yeah, I usually manage to stack this. I mean, I'm not showing off either now because I hate that kind of like nastiness of showing off. So I am quite pleased with this in comparison to the lack of success I had with number 1. This one's actually been just perfect for like what you want it to be. I'm quite pleased with it. So if after a few let's plays or a few attempts at using it, I'm feeling it's solid, at that point I'm going to put a little tiny back plate on that's going to hold my lights. I've got the plate, that's one of the few things I've actually got on, but I'm going to stick a back plate on to stick everything on, I think is what I'm going to do. Yeah, I've done lots of different design water tankers now, as in like I've tweaked it, and when I'm not happy, when it doesn't quite perform right, then I'll tweak it again. And like, yeah, I've now got 4 wheels instead of 2. It seems an awful lot more stable, but now I've had to throw the little tiny thing that holds it up away because it is no longer necessary. It's that, in fact, it was causing issues having that, and that's the post that it sits on afterwards. So I'm like, oh, how do I do this? Right, so we want to do that. We do need to gradually strap these, or else we're going to knock everything off. It's got plenty of straps this end. Yeah, you could strap tiny little things, and then as it gets to the middle and the back, it seems fairly equal, and they're like normalish type straps. By which I mean, the spacing's a little like more normal, like you'd see on almost every other one. But I quite like it that it's got more straps at the beginning. I mean, it was a manual. Obviously, this has all been a manual thing from scratch. I mean, so you've got like a bit of a collision at the back, but it's actually not. Right, okay, there you go. That's something to work on, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, a few sort of sessions ago, I changed the pole because I was going through it, so I made it into like it got collisions, as the game would call them, or force fields as I like to call them. Yes, I got those coming outwards. Now I fixed those. Yeah, it was basically you were hitting this pole from about here, and you literally were pushing it, so you can see it's now right. Because I was also running through it too. Right, someone's ping-ponging. Right, let's run this down to... Are we still running it down manually, or are we sticking it into the production silo? I haven't forgotten that we've got one. Right. I have been very busy though since the... so we want... No, we're sort of splitting this, aren't we? So really best to production silo it and let it push it to out the both sort of things, really. Oh yeah, no, it will do that. That's natural for it to do that, which is a bit of a pain, really. Yeah, this is one where for this kind of product you really could do with. Yeah, at least I'm not panicking over that now. I was like getting all stressed that everything wasn't working right, and yeah, so I could there's still a need for a blocker sometimes on certain products. Otherwise you're going to get like your wool appear and stuff like that where you don't want it, because it's going to waste 3 bits of wool forever on top. So yeah, that is a bit of a pain still. But I've also, that's a point, why is this production silo showing this? Have I not moved the original production silos? Yeah, I've moved this on most of these models. Is this an old one or something silly like that I've missed? Yeah, because I've changed it quite considerably since when we did this. It was more around the side, and no, it can't like go against its programming. So let's have a look. Yeah, it should be no, that's not what I want to do. This is what I want to do. Let's have a look. So then, production silo we want to tell. I think we will have already done this. The wool, basically. Wool is not activated. It wants to be distributing. Right, okay, so that's done. We need to go grab, which we can leave this to the telehandler. I want to see how the telehandler actually holds this. The one bad thing about it, I have put chocks in, but they're not working at the minute. So, and again, I've never used chocks before, so it's one of those things, am I doing it right and all that type of stuff. So let's grab this and we'll go grab it. I think I can manage this on my own. I have designed a telehandler weight. I have. I tried to go one better than the original, but that one crashed and burned, so I'm going with my original one. I quite like it. It's I'm quite pleased because I've been struggling with it really badly. Yeah, for this type of telehandler it would be invaluable. It's 2.5 tonner. Yeah, so I'm quite pleased with it. Right, concentrate. Is that struggling a bit with that? Seems a bit. It's weird, the low things that you think are low are not always as low as you think they are. Yeah, they're like the attacher size, but that seems to be alright with it. It's lovely to be back on here, it really is. We're doing very well, very, very well on this. Yeah, I mean, the rope factories are a very, very good business. It is, I've got to be totally truthful, I'm really enjoying this. Oh, that's the thing, bashing. I've done better, yeah, that's not as bad as it was. It used to drag in the ground a lot, so let's just drop that. Let's grab those. Yeah, the one bad thing about that trailer at the minute is it does wander. Yeah, it's the one thing you've got to be careful about with it. It will wander, definitely. Yeah, the one that I like the most is the copy of the in-game. I'm trying to think of the manual. The Alberts. Yeah, the Albert normal, but like with straps. That is a thing of beauty. I really do love it a lot. I thought we bought it for this. May have done. Let's grab 4 of those. I mean, I don't know why I'm like struggling to like make this, because we really don't need terribly to conserve space. We've got an entire. Oh, it's wandering. Yeah, it's when you put mods near another mod, isn't it? It's oh, that's gonna like go wandering. It is. It's like definitely gonna go wandering. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, right. I've never seen it quite that bad. Then again, and that's what I'm saying. It's you want as much data as possible about like the things that are right, wrong, what you need to change, and all that type of stuff. Because like, yeah, one completely little different sort of thing, like on a map like this, and then all of a sudden it performs completely different to anything you've ever seen. Then you realise, well, hang on a minute, no. Let's perhaps my wheels a bit far back or something like that is... Right, let's just strap that. And those two. And then we need to like somehow grab this towards us because it's misbehaving. That's it, that's what you got it. Right, so let's drop that like that. Ooh, okay, that's a bit... Why is it? I've never seen it behave like that before. Well, that's a bit different. Thank goodness it stopped. If it was a bit shorter, that would have been a real problem. Right. Yeah, I do like this. It's a very nice one. It's no good as on a front loader, though. Yeah, it caused issues, actually, quite a bit on the front loader. It's sort of like not the right shape. Why is that struggling? I've got some sort of hidden collision that's dragging in the ground or something like that, because it feels a bit like that. And yet that front post, which is that's the thing that was causing the issues before. Now that's okay. Now that I'm glad of, because that was the biggest. Still something not quite right. We know there was a collision at the back. That needs having a look at after the session at some point. So then this is going to be sold straight away because it was on perfect green. So it really is at a good price, and this is going to bring in quite a lot of cash. 5,000 litres of this. Not that we're paupers. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with where we are because we've bought a lot of equipment as well. Fantastic. All my life, 38,000. Not a bad little number that is. That's a cracker. Yeah, I think I changed my sign since the last time we were here. And this one I'm pleased with. More for comic value, because if you look closely, the physics on that are totally irrational. Some of the animals, I'm not sure what they actually are. Most of them you can sort of tell, but we've got a cross between a deer and a cow at the top with antlers. And we've got, I don't know what those things sitting on... They look like a cross between a sheep and a pig and all manner of things. And those in front of the cow, I think it's supposed to be rabbits or goats or something, but they are definitely not right. That was done by one of the AI, and it's good, but it's sort of like not good. I actually quite like it for the fact that it's just quite comical. So I'm leaving it, yeah, unless you guys hate it. And then this has changed a bit. I had a difficulty with the... I keep calling it... Yeah, like keep talking mod speak. With the graphics thing that you put on it. I'm going to put it simply. Yeah, I had difficulty with that. And the actual outside was like doing strange things. You could see through it from a distance. I've like put a different diffuse on it. A different picture. Let's keep it into English. So it is April. Are we not having to... Shouldn't we be planned it? In fact, shouldn't we really start that straight off? Shouldn't that have been where we started this session? Really, 66 and 68. I think we really need to get cracking with those. And I believe we were doing every form of grain known to man. And we were going to stick a better grain thing in, I believe, was the plan. So... That means we need to be doing, what can we grow? Cover crop. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I know this has just had some updates, so mustard again, which I'm glad that it's still in here. Sorghum, just checking everything out. So we are at the back end, we know that. Rice we've got covered. Sorghum was what we were going to do. Sorghum and... Were we going to do some oats? Or no, that we were. Yes, sorghum and oats. Right, let's get cracking then. So, we need seeders. We've got a little tractor. You'll do nicely. I think you've got narrows, double narrows, haven't you? Right, so this one will do nicely. We can use this too. Cannot use the other planter, because that one's... Yeah, I don't know what I did. This is the last man standing, this particular model. Right, so let's change that to sorghum. And we also want to... Yeah, I deleted my other one, which was my real one. And why I did what I did. But I must have had some reason at the time, or thought I did. But yeah, this is... I now need to... and seeds... and... wow, that's cheap. Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is not the one that's got a modified tire. Oh, wow, why am I not turning? I must be flying or something. Oh, I am. Perhaps for you, it may have been better. Mind you, I like the fact we've got fertiliser. Let's just... have we got... this hasn't got a front weight, has it? But I think it's got an option, so let's drop that down for a minute. As in for a weight itself. Let's just try and do that. If not, we can always change it. It can use the original 4.5 metre, can't it, really? So, not the end of the world. Right. Yeah, it's only because I know I've got my own, but obviously the one thing it doesn't do is it doesn't do... it isn't. It's like literally just as that. That's a point. Will this detect my weight? The telehandler weight might actually be quite perfect for this. It would be a nice trial of it as well. Let's have the store deliver. Let's have a go. It's not like we can afford it, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah, it's weights. I had a look at Pepe's. Obviously, you're allowed just so that those be a large shovel. That's a really big weight. Weight. It is that one, I think. Let me just check if it's got that. Yes, that's the one. Yeah, 1,777. Yes. Yeah. So this has got like an input on the other side, so if anything is going to work, it would be this. Where's that gone? Can't see where that will put it. We have like a lot of bits and bobs. Where have you gone? There's way too much information. Oh, there it is. I see it. I do. So it's got a standard 3-point on the back, because it is a standard weight. Obviously, it's one of the Giants originals. I will do my own model in time, but I just wanted to show. Yeah, no, it should also have an input at the back, which should go to the pin. Should, like a telehandler. Yes, excellent. I do love it when a plan comes together. So there you go. It does work. I like it. Right, so now let's put that back on, because it should now be quite happy. So this is very much like... who did the lightweight? Was it Mantra that did the lightweight? This is very similar to the way that Mantra did things. That's because I actually looked at how Mantra did it, because that has been bugging me for... so I hope you can forgive me, Mantra. I saw how you did it, which was a masterful piece of kit, and obviously I followed the same... a kind of path for myself. I've tried, I have got to be honest, multiple times to actually do this myself. Yeah, as in like lots of attempts to like put collisions all around it to hold it and all manner of things, none of which worked. So needs lime. Oh, we need lime as well. Let's set you going, and let's grab the other. Yeah, we still need tractors. Yeah, we're still short tractors. It's typical. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're not like destitute with tractors. Right, so we need you also, and we could really do with... I think we're going to have to use... I suppose we could use this one. It's got like fertiliser as well. Have we got a front box? We should really have one of my front boxes, because it really would aid us enormously in this endeavour. Oats is what we've actually got. We haven't done any oats already, have we? Because you can plant them early. Oh, they couldn't see. Yeah, that's fully fertilised. That's... it's got no growing. Let's get rid of the... no, it hasn't. It's okay. 66. It's... we need some more fertiliser. Let's grab that quickly. set this going to. Will we assist? Oh, it's fully fertilised. So actually, we can use ours. Yeah, because it's fully fertilised. I'm being silly. It seems rather silly to not use the advantages of this kind of thing. I just want to check something as well. I apologise for like this, but that the red writing's only about a graphics file, so I'm not worried about that. Italian weight doesn't have a CPU measure. Oh my bad. Okay, I need to switch that on. Still getting errors with this. I've got a missing index, but this is not throwing up any errors now. But we need to, apologise for this. It's just you need to see these like error messages as a modder. So when I fill this up and set it going, that's what I really need to see. And let's like not be a million miles away either. So we want diesel as well. Why not? And seeds, which is the only thing you can do. Right, so if we're not, let me just switch that off for a minute. I'd just like to switch it on when we get to the field, because I know it's annoying. It's just as a modder, I need to like see what it is, and that's the trouble with doing live modding, where you're doing it like on the screen as well. So that one's being done. This one we want to set going away, so it's not, gotta be careful, it's not left ourselves a lot of room to like wander down here. Actually, you've not done bad. That's not a bad adland at all. So we've got sorghum on that one, and we want oats on this one. Oh, fantastic. Do like the way that they work. Oh, no. You need to lower it, and then they will work. Yeah, because they'll leave it at high, and then it won't work. You need to lower it for them. It's the only bad thing. Now, that's the point. Yeah, let me just have a look at the errors, if any, on this. No, the errors have gone away. Fantastic. Yeah, it did have errors on it that Giants had warned about, like they said fix your other errors, which I have done, but I thought there was still an error that I couldn't actually do anything about. So beautiful bit of kit. Right, so then we want to assist, so that means we need the old original one. We'll just get stuck into the fray with the first one, and then I would imagine we'll soon be able to like finish, to be honest. This one's going to be sorghum. Yeah, I've got a master plan as well for a new production that I'm working on. Yeah, that is literally a unique production that I'm doing all myself. Yeah, as in like, all the new inputs, which means I've got to work quite hard to tell the game what those inputs are. But it's I feel I'm ready for that. I started with placeables more than I have with vehicles. I need to move away. This is a bit of a weird one. You have to like come off the trigger and then go back on the trigger, and I think I just missed the. Yeah, this is a bit of a temperamental one, actually. Yeah, it doesn't always detect the fertilizer one. You got to be really sort of slow. Yeah, like that. It's ever so temperamental, as well as being quite small. Yeah, it's. This is one I had intended on actually altering right back a long time back, but it never did work out. This really we could do with a front box. We could really do with that. Let's just grab a front box as well. Yeah, we could. It's no good like. Then is the no, I've not altered these. Well, I have actually. I'm not sure whether these are the ones with a bit of an error. As it, I don't mean like it's you should see what I mean. I shall show you. So the original GTA, no, that's GTA, that's Xylon. I want the normal BI177, which hasn't got, no, it's just left exactly as it was. Yes. Right, so then we want to like cancel that now straight away. So I'm doing the wrong. Ooh, okay, no, that's not alt. That's it, that's the one. Yeah, and we want to change me back to normal. And we want to go grab that front box and put some fertiliser in it, I believe. I really do like this a lot. And this is the one that I've run with, and I am going to sort of make my own based upon this in time. Yeah, modelling, I'm starting to do my modelling now, which is quite nice, because when I last was on here, I was not doing my own modelling. I've not got to grips with Blender. Not that anyone ever gets to grips with Blender completely, but it's sort of allowing me to do things in it, let's just put it that way. Not as an advanced user, really not, definitely not. But I am managing to get around. That's definitely better than at the beginning when I really couldn't manage to get around. Right, I think it's time for a time lapse because there's a lot to do. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Well, I'm coming out the top. When is sorghum a planters thing? When did this happen? I'm not tried to plant it in a while, but last time I looked, sorghum was definitely on a cedar. Why has this changed? Why is sorghum now a... well, I mean, I'm happy because I've got a much larger one of these. But nevertheless, that's a little bit... right, let's go around the outside. We will assist. Right, let's go back into that time lapse. Last time I looked, sorghum was in the cedar section, so yeah, good job the other one is doing the oats. Right, I'm going to say my words out. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I think that's just pretty much done. So maybe a little bit more for the bigger one to do, but yeah, I thought I'd struggle on. It's sometimes nice to sort of see how they manage, and it sort of also makes you aware that, well, actually this couldn't manage much bigger than this, so there's definitely still a place for my 6 metre. Now I've made a 9 metre now. It's called the Pilatus, based upon the Optima, and it actually means the same. Optimum is like, you know, like good. In Latin, Pilatus means, yeah, like preeminent, you know, like, again, optimal. So it's, yeah, play on words. But yeah, it's let's stick this straight away. So that was a thing, a bit of beautiful. I do like the sheds. I think they fit quite nicely in here. Very, very snug fit. And this is what we did. I know they sort of slightly go into, but obviously in real life you would just build around it. So let's drop you into a shed now. So the weight, well, I think we'll leave you on, because it should suit this really well with almost any sort of thing, but it's got that additional ballast. It seems to be not struggling with it as well. So where are you going? Let's grab you. Let's grab that as well. And then we shall recover our last one. So use only a little bit of seed. Let's have a look how we actually did on all of our fields. Yeah, apart from the damage speed, that's always got a bit more to do actually than I thought. Oh, I could still assist. So this is done, this is done. So barley, wheat, oats, sorghum. Yeah, absolutely amazing. So let's just grab you off. Yeah, the last time I looked, you could do sorghum in a seeder. It's very strange. They've been moving things around again. Yeah, I mean, I think somebody put a mod to get, because obviously we also had, yeah, let's just see. Soybeans, that's it. So you've got soybeans a choice now again, like you always did have. One day I woke up and soybeans had disappeared, and I'm like, what's happened here? Why have we lost soybeans? Right, so then let's stick that. So this has now no longer got an ears. I am toying with the idea, and it actually fits on the ground properly as well, which is a nice bonus. Yeah, I'm toying with the idea of doing a spinner that does that mixes as a split dish. I think that would be quite an advanced thing. I've never seen anybody do that. Of course, you can have like this where it is both. You know, it's what I mean is the function's not different, so it should be easily do. Well, they say easily. Yeah, we're not talking about easy, as in like, yeah, I just quickly knock one up in 2 minutes. Yeah, it's not quite that easy. But yeah, it shouldn't be like beyond the realms of possibility. I did try to add a roller onto that crashed and burned with. I did. Sand fertilizer. This one's a nice. So let's just assist on that top field. I think this, even for this, is a fairly heavy sort of like planter. We have got a, no, it's not a weight. We have got a weight. I passed it a bit ago, so we've gone past it now. So let's just crack on. Could put a plough on and it's additional weight. So let's open this beautiful thing up. We're still on sorghum, and here's a few little bits and bobs that we can see that. And I would imagine the other is probably rated into meters. So not a bad little thing. Yeah, that it goes to show if you throw a team at something, I've got to be honest, it really does make very light work of even like, yeah, I mean neither of these fields were small. I sort of was thinking, oh, but I'm sorry, I've sort of, yeah, half done what I said. So basically I've done the Pilatus, which is originally was a Cavernans, but obviously it's now ABI Industries. It's what I mean is the model originally started off as a Giants model, but I've tweaked it an awful lot. It is no-till, but it has actually got a cultivator on it. I was trying to add a roller specialisation. I'm not sure. I don't think it's possible to do it. Chris S and Riley S did it in FS25, and they basically Although that's what gave me my... I thought, I really like to do the same as Chris S. And I S did in FS22, so I thought, let's try and stick a roller in. Well, FS25 is a little bit more finicky than FS22 anyway. Giants have made it a bit more harder for you to add specializations in a way, or more likely is that I'm not like a master modder or anything like that where I know all the tricks in the book. I've still got a lot to learn, although I am doing some fairly advanced things. It's true, I've made a stone picker that I'm quite pleased with. I'd like to stick that on the mod hub. Based on converted bucket, we had some similar ones in FS22, so yeah, I've gone and done the same. This is an awful lot easier when you've got the horsepower to actually do the job in the first place. Yeah, it is right. So the last little bit's a little tiny bit of a line, and then I would imagine that one's going to go, oh, someone sneaked me work. Not literally in those exact words, of course. But he will be looking to think that I'm sure there was a bit of work to do over there. Now, he's gone and done it. I think that's it. I can't see. There's maybe tiny little staccato. I can see little tiny dimples in the field where he probably not quite registered. But I think that is about right. So there you go. Team of 3 sorting out the fields. We need to like tell you to pack it. Well, no, you probably actually did just have a little bit to do just there. Now you've realised, oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, I think that's it. Us done. Should sort of get a... Yeah, so the Giants have shifted everything all over the place. Yeah, so yeah, no roller. I've not given up forever. I will have another crack at it in a long time. When I'm a bit better, I'm doing a trailer, and I've been doing it for weeks, and it was yesterday that I sort of thought, you know, I don't mean it funny, but you've come a long way, but certain quite advanced projects, you still need, I think, to leave things alone a bit. Yeah, I thought we were going to get that soon, because they're going to take stock and think, well, that's it, it's all done. And it is. Job is a good one. It still takes a long time to actually do that. I love this planter. It's a beautiful bit of kit, yeah, as well as being terribly reasonable. So there you go. We should also see that it's already, we've not got a roller. Now, BI Industries have been very busy to making a lot of things, and we have a roller. We have a proper 5.5 metre stone picker. We have a 9 metre converted bucket that is also a proper stone picker. You need a front loader for it. So yeah, something like this would be absolutely not this, sorry. No, I'm thinking of our old front loader that we sort of put down thinking we no longer would need it. Well, we might need it. In fact, we could have got the stones off this field like before, really. Someone's like gone and put it in the wrong order. Ooh, that's, you know, it's a silo there in your way. Let's just level up. So we'll go in this particular one, and then we've got the yes, I've been busy with obviously I've used Game Enjoy's model, which I'm allowed to do for myself. Anybody can like muck around with another mod, but if I was going to do something proper with it, it's a bit, yeah, it's not quite, yeah, let's leave this one like on the edge so you can get around it. It's still under the overhang. Drop that, swap that on there like so. And I don't think that's a bad session. We're going to go through till May. And let's just have a quick take stock of like everything. So we do need to be grabbing everything out of the... well, I suppose we need to be using... What have we got in our old bakery? That's the important thing. The bakery. What have you got in rice flour? The rice flour is going. It is activated. So that is trundling along. That I think we can get the rice flour. Oh, I don't know. No, I think we can get the rice flour out. Yeah, well, I should be able to get everything out and everything in, which is the way that I designed them all. So it should be spot on. I think we've got plenty of water in the tarp greenhouses. Well, actually we haven't. Right, okay, well, let's remedy this. Yeah, there's plenty of manure. Let's use this beautiful bit of kit. Look, any excuse. There's the weight. I know I've seen it. I do love those. I'd like to design one of my own of that type. Yeah, I fell in love with pass-through weights in FS25 when I sort of stumbled upon them, really. Yeah, really. Have we got any? I haven't gone off the quick, by the way. Just, yeah, I'm not like a creature that's sort of like one day I like and the next day I don't. But, right, so we want water. Just plain old water. And we may as well do them all. We'll be thorough. It's free. Let's just, yeah, may as well top them all up, I think. Oh no. It's a mistake. Yeah, I've made this a little, because I've got multiple tankers now, and I've got like mediums and even a large. I sort of like have changed the range on them all to be a little bit less cheeky than they were. Yeah, I sort of thought I was taking liberties a little bit too much. So this is now only nearly a 15 tonner rather than a nearly 18 tonner. Tweak things a little bit, and then I've got my next one, which is I think it's 27 tons, which is, again, this is, we know this is only 6.5 tonner normally. That it is true what I said as well. You can compress liquids the same as you can compress gases, which is what they often do in gas tanks. So it is possible to have that kind of technology in these straight off. So yeah, we're not sort of cheating when we say about compressing, especially liquids and gases. That it can be done. It's nothing, yeah, like new. It's something that's like people have been able to do it for a long time. You do it, they do it in your household. Yeah, a lot of hot water systems rely. Obviously, I'm a plumber. That's my primary sort of job, was as a plumber, and obviously I do understand these things, having fitted them. So yeah, you've got high pressure systems which basically compress the amount of water in through pressure. So it is not something that's new. So we can do the same. You can put probably double the amount of water in a tank than so. I've got to be honest, even from a physics perspective, what we're doing with this is not beyond the realms of possibility, even in the real life. Yeah, even in real world terms. Imagine that's going to pretty much. Oh, okay, that one was sort of like. Oh, okay. I do like the way that it sort of trundles along on its own, and will still carry on unloading that water in there. That is quite amazing. So we've done a lot of selling. Everything's happy. This is all going. This is still go. We've got 2 normal veggies, and we have the rice greenhouse 2. Now that's interesting. Has that settled down with its like bit of a weirdness that was going on? I believe we're right next to it. Yeah, we've got to be careful, haven't we? No, the rice. Yeah, the rice is this one here. That was the strange one. Yeah, you got to be careful, like, to grab them. Yeah, so this one we need to like grab the stuff, and it's let's go through till May morning. It is indeed 8 o'clock. Oh, grass for a sheep. You're forgetting your chargers, and they are the ones that are going to earn us the most, really. I've got to be honest, yeah, they are an absolutely cash cow if you've got something like a rope factory as well, and it's the linking of things, isn't it? Oh, excess animals sold. Sheep, 36, excellent. And we have a, okay, well, we have 2 things that we could really do with, which, 34,000. Seriously. I think we will, because this is, as you will notice, this is exactly what I was talking about from Rossamash. It has enhanced tanks. I'm not sure about the modelling, and it should be black, but somehow the game sees it as silver. So yeah, the bottom bits, if I go in the R3D, it's black. I have no idea why the game is only doing it as silver. When I don't get me wrong, I love it. I love chrome and silver. So yeah, this has just got enhanced tanks. It's also a little bit nippier, but obviously if I was going to release this for the model, I'd need to speak to average think it's average enjoyer, but we will definitely, for 34,000, we've got 2 harvesters then, yes. No, I did, yeah. The other thing we're definitely going to buy is we keep moaning about tractors, even if it skints us, which it will, we're definitely going to need that as well. How big a 12-metre header? No, you can't manage that. It's definitely not. We're going to need a second header. We need to look for one. It is a... Ooh, this is a bit of a beast, isn't it? I think I'm happy with it as it is to begin with. What can it go up to? This is the big one that we've got on Oak City. It is very reasonable, but we can't afford it at the minute. We'll just go like as we were, 0 for a 285. It's still fantastic. 105,000. Yes, we will. We've been waiting for a tractor. Fantastic. I know we're skint now, but hey ho, sometimes you've just got to do these things. Right, so May morning, we've just spent all of our money that we've been earning. Now then, yeah, we do need to be checking our animals. I can't imagine that I'd left them. No, I didn't think so. So we've got... Yeah, they're just no months old. So the excess we've sold. So that is literally 60%. So these are adults, and adults that have just given birth. So we have a full enclosure. Fantastic. I do love it when a plan comes together. And I think that's where we're going to leave it. So we've just got a new member. Let's go and just repair those. I do love to. So the BI, yeah, I'm going to finish. I'm definitely going to do a little bit more with the BI Industries harvester. It's very basic models from within Giants. Yeah, I'm going to do proper blender modelling. I think. Not that I'm terribly. Need to shift you out of the way because you're in my way. Yeah, I haven't gone off the quick, but I've sort of fallen in love, I must admit, with the Albert's convert with the straps. It's brilliant, absolutely. Again, it's not perfect. It grabs things a little bit too easily from the left and the right, but it's I can live with that. Its pluses far outweigh its minuses. Wow, I knew you was gonna cost us a bit. The harvester shouldn't, because it's a cheap model anyway. Yeah, so if I was ever going to release like on the model, I would need to speak to. I don't really. It's only I need a model to work with, because I've got to be honest. If anybody knows about modding at all, these beasts here are one of the most complicated mods to actually do. There's a lot of moving parts and spinning things, and it take you an awful lot of time. And I've got to be honest, nearly everybody grabs them, like Chris S and Riley S and like all of those who've done those type of things. But the only people I know are JHHG modding and SID modding who actually do that type of thing. Where they like, I mean, SID modding made my favourite harvester, which is that is only just going in there. I love the twin screw that he did. It's amazing. My favourite harvester of all time, definitely. But yeah, 792 to repair that. This is not your normal Rosso mash though. The owners just has made it a little bit more, turning circles a bit better. So it's now we need this in the lead. We're going to run it back down to the fields, and I'm going to say my goodbyes right now. Yeah, so all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.